Now, before I get into this, let me say this here. This is not me cooning out, trying to ingratiate myself to a bunch of people who don't give a damn about me simply because I'm black. Do understand that. But on this one here, I want to expose something wrong in the so-called black YouTube content creator community, if you will. Because in the aftermath of Ryan Garcia just totally exposing Devin Haney, and I don't care what y'all say, y'all can spin it and twist it however y'all want. Devin Haney was never that dude. Isn't that a rapper, Devin the dude? Well, this Devin was never that dude. You know what I'm saying? He was never that dude. So Ryan only exposed what I always knew to be true. I heard that dude at Goodfellow Boxers, right? Goodfellow Boxing. I'm gonna call names on this one here. And he said that facts don't matter. I'm so sick of y'all dudes, man. Facts don't matter. You know, y'all just want to ride with your favorite fighter and all this stuff. And no, but I don't like about what he said is facts don't matter. It's not that facts don't matter, because everybody likes to cherry pick the facts that they use. Facts do matter, but the thing that doesn't matter is context. And what I always say over here is that facts without context are lies. Now, I want all of y'all to bite that and start repeating that, because that's wisdom there. Facts without context is lies. See, we don't mind facts, but we don't like putting facts in context, because then those facts give a different story, right? For instance, the clown over there at Goodfellow Boxing, he was saying how the 3 pounds that Ryan played Devin for really mattered. He's right about that. But then to justify what he was saying, he said if weight didn't matter, Tank would have fought Ryan at the weight. At what weight? See? The weight that Tank wanted to fight Ryan at, if they fought, that Tank made clear from jump, was 135. I'm going to say it again. The weight. He said Tank would have fought Ryan at the weight. Well, the weight was 135. That is the weight. Tank made it clear years ago, had nothing to do with Ryan or Devin. Years ago that he wasn't fighting above 135 again after the Barrios fight. He said it in the ring, in fact. You look up Tank versus Barrios, see how long ago that was, and that's when Tank said in the ring that I ain't fighting at 140 again. I'm standing at 135. I'm not fighting above 135 again. He said it that night in the ring. Okay, so context. This has nothing to do with Ryan. Context. This has nothing to do with Devin. Devin and Ryan were still fighting at 135 and continue to fight at 135 for at least another year and a half or so after Tank fought Barrios. Context. So all of them at 135 when Tank said, I'm not fighting above 135. Context. So they leave the weight and then want Tank to fight in the weight above 135, something that he has already stated he is not going to do again. Context. You see, every narrative is twisted to make it seem like Tank is ducking these dudes when Tank's decision to not fight above 135 had nothing to do with either of those dudes. Nothing to do with them. Context. See, y'all ain't gonna like this kind of stuff. I know y'all PBC haters, y'all Floyd haters, y'all Tank haters. Y'all not gonna like this stuff. I know y'all LDBC butt boys. Y'all not gonna like this stuff. But I'm just showing y'all context. I heard Boxiana say something, right? At the Queens of Boxing over there, right? I heard Boxiana say how y'all be letting these niggas wear y'all like jeans, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all wake up in the morning, you know what I'm saying? You open your mouth and your favorite fighter just slide in and wear your ass all day, you know what I'm saying? That's funny, but it's true. And it is weird, as she pointed out. But here's the thing. Boxing is no longer a community of men, men. When I was coming up, we didn't really care about who fought who. We just wanted to see the fighters fight, right? Nobody, it wasn't all this talking of, he need to fight this bro, it wasn't all this constant talking. And the talk is always around unfair matches. We always want to see somebody who we think has an unfair advantage over a man that we hate. We always want to see that fight. And this all began, really, boxing changed, to be truthful. Boxing really broke down with the hatred of Floyd Money Mayweather. What? That's when boxing no longer was boxing. Because Floyd hatred brought in a whole lot of race fans, whole lot of casual people who didn't watch boxing at all, except to try to hope to see Floyd lose. People who knew nothing about the sport, had no idea what was going on, and they repeated everything they heard on ESPN and other boxing mediums, right? And this is why the LDBC was supposed to have formed themselves to counter some of these narratives in the mainstream media in regards to black fighters. But they never really liked Floyd Mayweather themselves. How you like that? All these dudes, see Boxiana, what she said is true, but all them dudes she run with, they the same way. They wake up in the morning and their favorite boxer slides into their mouth. I don't want to be personally disrespectful towards nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I do intend to be professionally disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be personally disrespectful. But that is an analogy she used, right? And I'm just saying the analogy is right, but I'm going to take away the dick sucking part, and I'm going to say this here. They do wear these niggas like jeans. They wake up and their favorite fighter just slide them on like a pair of jeans and wear their asses all day. You know what I'm saying? All day. All their thoughts and action, everything they say is always twisted and turned either for a particular fighter or two and against specifically a fighter or two or organization. You know what I'm saying? I've been stopped listening to barbershop conversations, you know what I'm saying? This dude just couldn't stand Floyd, he couldn't stand El Hammond. It's the weirdest damn thing, bro. It's like, what's this hatred of El Hammond, hoping he falls? So, I mean, and then they always quick to how they pro-black. Always quick to talk this brotherly and black stuff, man. And they hate the only black boxing organization in boxing. It makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense. And kudos to Fanon because he pointed it out. He said, bro, El Hammond has never been attacked by the white mainstream media the way he gets attacked every day on YouTube by black content creators. And Fanon ain't lying, bro. Fanon is not lying. You know what I'm saying? 100% correct. So when my point to all this is that all of these dudes are biased. So I can't listen to none of them. Because going back to what I was about to say, as an old school dude, I don't live through none of these strangers, bro. I just want to see a fight. I wouldn't give a damn if two chickens in the backyard. I just want to see a good scrap and I'm going to go about my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not caught up in, I want to see him fight this dude, but he ain't going to fight him. You know what I'm saying? He's scared of this dude. I mean, I don't think none of these men are scared of nobody. There is a professional fear and a personal fear. And now a lot of these men don't personally fear any other fighter. Now, do they not think that fighting certain styles might be bad career-wise? Yes, they might think that. Or are they not willing to get in the ring with certain styles because it's bad career-wise? Yes, I can see that. But that don't make these men cowards. I mean, they gotta eat too. You know what I'm saying? If you was a come forward flat-footed fighter, would you want to get in there with a guy like Shakur Stevenson? No. No. You know what I'm saying? You gonna keep beating up on dudes that you can get to, make your money, and go about your business. Because Shakur is gonna outbox you. He's gonna outbox you, and he's gonna diminish your status, take away something from you that cuts into your paycheck, and cuts into your opportunities. Man, you don't want to take that chance. That ain't got nothing to do with you being afraid of Shakur. That's just you looking at Shakur and saying, man, that dude moves too much. I'm not going to be able to get to him, not the way I fight. You know what I'm saying? He's going to outpoint me. I don't want to fight that dude. And when we was coming up, we had no problem with that because we understood styles make fights. This is why back in the days, the fights were exciting because they put people in there whose styles meshed well. You know what I'm saying? It made for very exciting fights because that's all we wanted to see. Exciting fight. We didn't care who he fought next. We wasn't involved in trying to figure out who we want to see him fight next. We didn't care. Just fight somebody. Let us know when you got another fight coming up and we're going to tune in. And that's all we did. Today, we spend more time talking about who a fighter should fight. And again, it's always some unequal matchup, right? It's never a fair matchup. You know what I'm saying? So you got people like Knockout Boxing talking about, yeah, man, if Tank go here and fight, you know, after he fight Frank Martin, if he move up and fight Subriel Matias, what you mean move up? Tank said 5 goddamn years ago that he's not going back to 140. So you're still talking about if he move up. Why? He's already said he's not moving up. So now if he don't move up, he's scared. There's nothing wrong with Tank. Something wrong with you dudes, man, for framing these narratives, man. Something is wrong with y'all. These are grown men. They do what they feel is best for them, their lives, for their careers. You have no rights to even get mad at him. Canelo is the biggest cherry picker in boxing, followed by Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But can you convince me that Canelo is afraid to fight any of these dudes? No, I don't think Canelo's afraid. Crawford, I mean, he ducked and dodged the Spence fight for the longest. And I told my wife the whole time, I don't know why he don't want to fight Spence, but I know he's not scared of Spence. He's just acting funny. You know, he's playing hardball, playing hard to get. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. But what I do know is, you can't convince me that he's scared of Spence. I don't think he's scared of Spence, but it's clear he don't really want that fight. You know what I'm saying? Spence basically talked his way into that ass whipping, you know what I'm saying? He begged his way into that ass whipping. Crawford played him, got all that money out of him, got all the concessions out of him, and then beat his ass. Kudos to Crawford, you know what I'm saying, for a masterful job. But Crawford has been clubbing baby seals his entire career also, you know what I'm saying? He's been fighting men not his equal his entire career, you know what I'm saying? Spence was the only one on paper that was supposed to be his equal, and you know, but Spence was never that good, which I'm going to get into that about these LDBC dudes in a second. Spence was never really that dude. So now I already said Devin was never that dude, but Spence was never that dude either, and neither was Wilder. And guess what? That's the LDBC main 3. Spence, Devin, and Wilder. And neither one of them are half as good as these dudes make them out to be. And these 3 men exposes all these dudes who want to consider themselves hood dudes and, you know, all this is, you know, they talk tough and all that. But man, all of them dudes act like a bunch of cheerleading girls behind. Again, I'm trying not to be personally insulting. But I do intend to be professionally insulting. Understand that. I am definitely attacking their credentials as boxing commentators. They really shouldn't even be talking boxing because they're too much of fanboys. That's where I'm going with that. You should not even be talking boxing when you are emotionally wrapped up in another man, bro, like a little girl. Because I ain't emotionally wrapped up in none of these dudes, bro. None of them. I don't dislike them, and I don't like them. I don't hate them, and I don't love them. I am completely 100% indifferent. I don't care. They fight, I tune in and watch. That's the extent of it. I don't care. But I do understand fairness as a man. I do understand that. I do know when I hear people continue to try to make arguments to make one dude seem bad that don't fit. Like I said, Knockout Boxing TV, he just said again how after Tank fight Frank, if he get past Frank, you know what I'm saying, he move up the fight Sabrina, he move up. Come on, he already said he's not moving up. Why are you even putting that out there? And none of these channels have stopped. All of these black YouTube channels, especially the ones that hate Tank and hate the PBC, they are all still talking about how Tank need to go to 140 and 147 and all that. That's crazy, bro. It's insane. They was doing the same thing with Floyd. No dude was too big for Floyd to fight. That's how the Canelo fight happened. You know, you Mexicans make me sick. See, y'all, again, facts without context are lies. See, y'all tend to forget that Canelo was never at 147 to begin with, not him and Floyd together, right? Canelo was already above Floyd in weight. Everybody was talking about how Floyd ain't gonna fight Canelo, gonna make up excuse, but technically, Floyd already had no reason to fight Canelo because he was already in the weight class above already. He had no real reason, but Floyd said, I'll fight anybody at 147 and 154. I'll fight in those two divisions. I don't care. So, okay. Floyd opened the door up. He said he will fight a 154 pounder. And after Canelo offered catchweight that he offered, trying to goat Floyd in, then complained about it later, he put that catchweight on me. And it's, man, you put that catchweight on yourself, bro. And the crazy thing is that this lie has been cleared up way back the day after the lie came out, and the lie still persists today because y'all just don't care about the truth. Y'all keep talking about the fact that there was a catchweight. Y'all worded as though Floyd put that on Canelo. Floyd never put that on Canelo. He said the day after he signed the contract and everything was signed up, when he got in the media, he said, I'd have fought him at 154. He offered that. He said, I guess they was trying to bait me in, but they offered 152. I'd have took the 154. They did that. Floyd said that. You know what I'm saying? Floyd said that. So anyway, after Floyd beat him, now for the last decade, it's been, well, Canelo was too young. He was too young. But here's the context. That was the only time they was going to be able to fight. Canelo was young. But Canelo was also passing through that weight class. If they don't fight when they fight, they don't fight. Because soon after that, Canelo will start to fight at 155. You know what I'm saying? Because he could no longer make 154. So he was fighting at 155 for a while because he couldn't physically get down to 154. So when was Floyd going to fight him? Because Floyd wasn't going to fight him now at 155. See? That wasn't happening. So if the fight didn't happen when it happened, it wasn't going to happen. Now, rewind that back to the Gervonta Tank Davis situation with him and Ryan or him and Devin. They were at 135 with Tank. Why wait till they lead a division to now want Tank to go to a division where Tank has already said he's not going back to? And why word it Goodfella boxing like Tank should have fought him at the weight? You're right. Tank wanted to fight him at the weight. The weight was 135. Ryan said he couldn't make it. Is it Tank's fault that Ryan wanted that fight but he couldn't make the weight? No. Because Tank's position was, I'm not fighting you at a certain weight, period, end of. And you know why Tank said that? And this is something, crazy thing, one of these same dudes made this point. These are boxers. They've been around each other when they're not training or whatever, right? They've seen each other up close, right? You don't think Tank has stood next to Ryan and stood next to Devin and seen the size difference? Floyd said a long time ago that Devin and Tank would never fight because they're not the same size. Floyd said it a long time ago. They don't know how Devin was melting down to 135 as long as he was. Floyd said a long time ago they're not the same size, they never fight. You know what I'm saying? So Tanks have seen these dudes up close. He know these dudes are much bigger than him. He's not going to get them dudes all the advantages. You're already naturally bigger. I'm not going to give you every advantage. So you either fight me at 135 with no stipulations, or we got to do some stipulations. Simple. End of. But yet, the whole narrative in the LDBC is that all these dudes are scared of Devin. Everybody's ducking Devin. Everybody's running from Devin. Who gonna run from a dude with pillow fists? I heard Blue Blood in the aftermath of Ryan thrashing his idol, Devin Haney, they call Black Jesus, you know, after Ryan put him on his ass, you know what I'm saying? Blue Blood does a video where he slides Floyd in the conversation. So I'm sure Floyd is gloating because he had problems. How you sure Floyd is gloating? And this is what that whole community is based upon. This is the problem I have with all the LDBC channels, with Dante Boxing Channel, you know, with Aki, you know what I'm saying, with channels like Goodfellow, you know what I'm saying? All of these channels are built up around hatred. fanboyism and hatred, tribalism. Errol Spence was never that good. He was never a special fighter. Now, Devin seemed special because he was clubbing Baby Seals, man, but come on, man. Devin has never fought a dude his own. He fought one dude his own size and got beat up all around the ring. That tells you something, bruh. Any man Devin fight that's his own size and got some pop, Devin in trouble with him. He's not beating none of these dudes at 140 at the top, and he's not beating none of the dudes at 147. Errol Spence has not beaten none of the dudes. I mean, he at the top, at the 154 pounders at the top, I ain't got him beat none of them. And he ain't beating nobody at 160. These dudes are just not that good. You know, y'all hitched y'all wagons to the wrong fighters. And Wilder was never good. He was just a bum with a bomb with some kind of psychological problem. I think Wilder is a closet sociopath, a psychopath. When he talk about he want to catch a body, he's serious. He wants to hurt somebody. I believe this dude is only boxing because he know he has a powerful punch. I think he wants to hurt somebody. The dude got mental problems, man. He gets off on that. He literally is only fighting to hurt somebody. He's not fulfilled yet because he still has not murked somebody in the ring. I think that's what he really wants. I think he wants to hit a man and put him out for good. There's something wrong with this dude. But he was a bum with a bomb. He was never that good. And these dudes still have their wagon hitched to this bum. That's the problem with them. And the legitimate good fighters, like Shakur, like Tank, they don't like them. They don't like them. Because Tank is too closely affiliated with Floyd, and he's still under the management of Al Heyman. They can't stand that. So you see, it's tribalism. It's like, what does his management team have to do with any goddamn thing? Oh man, they want to see him get away from Floyd so bad. Keon, over there, everything boxing and sports. This is why I stopped listening to him. Every rumor came out about Tank and Floyd getting into it. Oh, yeah, I hope Tank leave Floyd. He need to get away from Floyd because Floyd be hating. Everybody always say Floyd hating, and Floyd living the best life of them. I mean, come on, man. Floyd don't say nothing. You don't see him nowhere, but he's always hating. He's always hating while he's on a private jet with all these girls that he's fucking, going from country to country, but somehow his name is always tied to hating on somebody who ain't got nothing on him. Somebody ain't even close to him. Why would he hate on people that... It's crazy, man. The point is, a lot of these boxing channels, they are emotionally tied to these men. And it's weird. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't even be talking boxing because they really just fanboy and hate channels. That's all they comprised of. Fanboys/hate channels. They fanboys for certain fighters and they hate on other fighters. And you shouldn't do that because you shouldn't like or dislike no fighter. You know what I'm saying? You could favor a style. You know, if you got a stylistic matchup coming, you could favor one style over the other, but you really should not like or dislike no fighter. You don't know these people, you know what I'm saying? All these channels got exposed again. I put the LDBC on the thumbnail because in particular, their three heroes have all fallen. The three fighters that they attached themselves to like anchors on a sinking ship have all been exposed. But I'm gonna stop now, man. I've been rambling for a long time. I'm gonna end this stuff right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? This was just Brother Kush, a complete total boxing wrap up, focused mainly on the LDBC and black boxing channels and how they've been exposed for being just as biased as the white channels they claim to have formed themselves to counter, right? They are no better. They spend all their time attacking certain black fighters at the benefit of other black fighters who are not even better than the black fighters that they hate. What? It's very, very strange how this fanboyism and this tribalism is, you know what I'm saying? And again, I've stopped listening to all these channels. That's what I really want to say. I don't listen to any of them because I'm not a fanboy. But anyway, I'm Brother Kush, man. This is my little boxing segment, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go back to doing what I do. If you like boxing content, if you want somebody to talk about boxing from an impartial stand, do subscribe to the channel. I do this from time to time when they have big fights, you know what I'm saying? Do subscribe to the channel. But I'm going to separate most of my content. I'm about to start a second channel where I'm going to leave the boxing and the relationship talk on this channel, and my other stuff I'm going to put on another channel. So that I'm going to separate these channels. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. And if you're still here, you got to hit that subscribe button, right? And hit that thumb up. I'm out of here, Brother Kush, a.k.a. the Black Alpha. Salam.